right. Can y'all see the video?
No, you good.
All right.
No, we can't see the video. You fine.
All right. So you said the last one, right?
Ever since I came back, it was weird. Yes, it was weird. Yeah, I at first, no, I did not. I wasn't too fond of Lauren. Nah, I wasn't too fond of her when I came back because we had a whole plan. Even how when I came back, how I pick her to fill in for me, right? I come back, she ain't never leave. Then, all right, cool that she don't leave, but she's on only during my segment. If she was meant to be a fourth host, move her in another way. Why she got to be moved in on? Because nobody had a problem with Jess with the mess until she started reading right. You know what I mean? Till she started reporting. I wasn't hired as a reporter. I was hired as Jess with the mess. So she started reading and delivering details and all that stuff. Yes. Then that's when Jess with the mess wasn't good enough no more. That's how it was presented. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Who said that though? Because the internet said that?
What are we talking about? No. This is our listeners. This is yeah. Why can't we? Ever since I came back, it was weird. Yes, it was weird. Yeah, I at first, no, I did not. I wasn't too fond.
Jordan, you muted.
Oh, and go back. I'm sorry, I came. There was the first. I was going to say go play the last slide, and then there's the left. Go back to the first slides because they start off with the last slide, and then it goes into it gets into the heated exchange.
Shout out to the Breakfast Club. I want to make sure.
They
Jess with the mess. So she started reading and delivering details and all that stuff. Yes. Then that's when Jess with the mess.
Because this is East Side High, West Side, whatever high we gonna be, we here and we together, so we got to figure this out. And it's not, everything's not a joke. And I can understand some of where you was coming from, but bro, part of that live I thought was crazy. I'm like, what, Jess? Like,
what part did you think was crazy?
What part? Because like, it's not like you didn't hear anything in that live that I haven't said to you.
I heard a lot that you didn't say to me.
Okay, so what part did I not say to you?
Okay, so the part about the talking over each other and the hush, be quiet, because you talk about how you feel in real time, right?
Yeah, I'm
feeling in real time. That be quiet. That was crazy. The shut up. I was like, oh, okay, because what we really giving up here? Like, what's up?
Okay,
right?
But I didn't. None of that was said. You didn't say anything about that.
And then when I pulled you into the office with our EP with Eddie, the first thing I said to you was, Jess, we fighting for airtime and it shouldn't be like that. I want to know what can I do better as a producer? What can we do better? Because this is
that. Still play the next slide.
Yeah, go ahead.
Eastside High stories and things like that. You've never said what you just said to me. Now listen, I have said hush, shut up. Like, yo, you overtalk. And like I said, I'm not about to be up here fighting for no mic. Like, I'm not doing that. If I already got the job, like what am I doing? Like, I'm not. It's four voices. Three of us are very opinionated. You know what I mean? Me, you, and Charlamagne. I'm not saying Envy don't got no opinion, but he don't jump in every single time there's dead air. You know what I'm saying? When you overtalk. And it's like the only time you can quiet down is if somebody be like, shut up or hush.
My mom don't even tell me shut up, Jess. I'm a grown.
And I understand. You could have said that on air right then and there. Or right after when you say you put me in office. You never put me nowhere to tell me that.
Because the way that I do things when it comes to my job and my career, that's not what we on. And I told you from the jump, I was never going to give that to you.
Okay.
Ever. And I did or not? Our first conversation, I said, if I ever have an issue with you, I'm going to handle it in a way where we can get through a conversation because we grown. And regardless, you don't got to love me. You don't got to like me, but we here together. I'm here.
And listen about the stories and things like that. You've never said what you just said. That's not, let's first and foremost, let's get that. It may be my delivery or whatever. But yeah, you are here. I ain't never say you shouldn't be here. I said from the whole jump, yeah, Shorty do the job. Great. She's amazing. That's why I want it to be her segment. I
think y'all can work very well together. And once again, you got to stop letting the internet pit y'all against each other. I know the internet has created a narrative, Lauren versus Jess versus Lauren.
But that's what it is.
And that's what I'm trying to say is the internet is there. We see it. None of us can ignore it. I saw that Corey thing a week ago. It didn't say nothing about it.
But y'all clear up everything else. Nobody want to clear up that I'm not doing that. I don't like you, or I'm hating on a.
They say I'm gay. I ain't never came up here and said I don't suck no pee-pee.
That's
true,
that's different now. Come on.
Well, I just want to say,
Women's History Month.
I just want to say, Jess, what you feeling, we feel it together. And when the other thing happened that I called you about, I said that to you. But I responded to that on Twitter. I didn't send it to you. I didn't.
That's first and foremost. Let's get that. It may be my delivery or whatever.
Yeah, that's it. So things are getting tense in the Breakfast Club. So, especially when Jess was hilarious because he's been trending over a week for that Shaq from last week, and now not being happy with Breakfast Club, and wow. So, what's your commentary, Ronnie? What's your take?
No, but when it came to aspect of Jess hilarious, he also made a statement too about how Angela Yee felt the same way when it came to aspect of them supporting her. That's one of the reasons why she left. Now, Lauren was not supposed to be one of the co-hosts of the Breakfast Club. Let's make that clear. They made that clear now. It was supposed to be charlamagnethagod, DJ Envy, and Jess Hilarious. Jess Hilarious was gone on a paternity leave because she gave birth to a child. So they put Lauren there just for temporary until she comes back. Now, don't get me wrong. I watch the Breakfast Club every day because I study them on how they do things when it comes to the aspect of podcasting. Lauren, I can't knock it down. She do a better job than Jess Hilarious. I'm just being honest. When it comes to the aspect of reading the topics and diving in and doing her research when it comes to journalism, she's A1. Jess Hilarious, sometimes she go in there, she act like she don't even know what she's talking about. It seems like her mind is all over the place because remember, she just gave birth. So that kind of makes sense. Now, I think Jess, deep down inside, feel like her job is being threatened by Lauren because Lauren came in there with that fire. People actually tuned in now, not because of Jess Hilarious, but actually because of Lauren, DJ Envy, and also charlamagnethagod. She actually can see herself as part of the circle now, but she was not supposed to be part of the circle. But like I say, push come to shove, Jess was offered the job to be one of the co-hosts with the men, not Lauren. Lauren was just a fill-in, just temporary. But she did a tremendous job. The producers like, hey, we got to give her something. That's how good she did. We got to give her something so you guys just work together. Now, this right here, what happened, supposed to be happening behind the scenes. It should never be in the forefront. But it's also good for the Breakfast Club, too, because you know why? People love toxicity. People love drama. So a lot of people tune in. And look, we even talking about the Breakfast Club now. So it's bringing Breakfast Club right back on the map. But Jess Hilarious hasn't been doing a good job for a very long time. A lot of people are complaining about it. But Lauren, I'm not going to lie. The way she read topics, the way she deep dive, A1. There's no pushback when it comes to that. But the job does belong to Jess Hilarious. That's just a fact. Go ahead, Akim.
I think they should fire Jess Hilarious and put Lauren in. I think they should fire her. I'll give you some points. I'll tell you that. First off, Lauren La Rosa has worked at TMZ. She worked there many, many years. You could tell by her poise, the way she reads the topics and that. Let's be honest. When Jess was reading it, she barely could read the thing. This ain't no shot to her. Everybody done said it online. Plus, I didn't like what you said about Shaq. I thought that was disrespectful. That was very disrespectful. I got a personal love for Shaq in my heart. He does many great things. He had cheap sneakers I used to wear because I got big feet like him. So when I seen you did this, that was very classless and tasteless. You know what I mean? I did not like when you do things, certain things is this. When Angela Yee did the rumor report, it wasn't as like you coming at people. But La Rosa can read it better. I like how she handles herself. I did not like what she did the other day to Gary Owens. I'm not gonna lie to you. That left a foul taste in my mouth. La Rosa. I didn't like that. Leave that white boy alone. He's been approved by the black community. Go ahead.
I think, when it comes to Jess Hilarious, I think, when it comes with her coming back, it's been a lot of changes, especially Laura La Rosa was coming in and filling her spot, and everybody liked her. And I guess when they came back, they didn't really tell Jess and say, hey, Laura La Rosa is going to stay here for good. And they thought, since, Jess was going to come back, she thought Laura was going to leave, but, people liked her, she's going to stay. But I guess, you know, when nobody has really communicated with Jess about it, she felt some type of way. You know, now they're working together and everything, and they see, you know, a lot of fans are liking Lauren a little bit more than Jess and everything. You know, she feels some type of way, and also rumors that you know she might not get another contract with a Breakfast Club. You know, and also, you know, Envy and Charlamagne is not really sure the support that she thinks she needs when it comes to her, you know, saying with the job and everything, you know, if she felt the type of way. That's why, you know, last night she went on IG, she lashed out, and eventually she went up in the morning and then dressed out of the room and everything. So I think personally, I think Jess should stay, but I don't think she's not feeling it, and I think she's going to leave. You know, she said that, you know, she at the time, she loved to be there. She wanted to be there. But right now, she's not feeling, Breakfast Club no more. You know, she's not feeling our radio. And she also said last night that, you know, I feel, better, doing gigs and everything than actually, going in to a place which, there's not really communication that, she says it's kind of run like a high school. That's what she said and everything. So I think, Jess, Hilarious, and Laura should work it out because I think it's better if we have two female co-hosts and two male co-hosts instead of one. But how Jess Hilarious feels, I think that she might be done, and whenever her contract is up, I think she might be out of there. But I kind of do feel for Jess in a way because they're not in communication. But at the end of the day, look, they feel La Rosa a little bit better than I do too. She has experience and everything, and she's picking up the topics and everything. So my caps go over to her because when me and Ronnie pick topics, it's hard to do, and when you do it for years and years, you get used to it and everything, and you want to talk about, the hot topics. Lola Rosa, she's good at that. She's doing it for years. So my cap go out to her. But Jess, it looks like she's not gonna be there for long, and I don't think they're gonna renew her contract.
No, and now that is the way she handled the things too. Going to social media and I get it, letting people know how you feel, but those are stuff you're supposed to be having behind the scenes with the producers, Charlamagne and DJ Envy, and also Lauren. And you gotta put yourself in Lauren's shoes too. How did Lauren feel about the whole situation when she came back and she spoke about how she felt about the whole situation? Like, hey, you should have came and talked to me. Communication is always key. People fail to realize. I always tell people, podcasting is a very serious job. Even people won't believe it is. Like Jordan, like you stated, coming up with topics in the back, having meetings, talking about, okay, what's hot, what's trending, what's not. Okay, who's trying to be the spotlight, who's not trying to be the spotlight. All that comes into play. And mind you, we on a smaller scale. So imagine in the bigger scale where there is executive producers, managers telling you, hey, no, now she's going to take your spot and there's nothing you can do about it. There's the door you can walk on out.